What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review, and today is release day for the new TFT Set 13, baby. Maybe you guys have already played some games. If you have not, I'm here to catch you up on the meta, give you an understanding of the main thing that is terrorizing all elos, I guess I would say. Definitely high elo, though. I mean, like high elo right now. Dishsoap's in like gold or plat, so that's high elo right now. If you're gold, you're an absolute beast. But yeah, the thing that has emerged almost immediately as incredibly broken after the changes that Riot made. This was predicted by a lot of high elo players. I think I even talked about this in some of my videos before the set went live, is Black Rose. Elise, there's a lot of focus on Elise just because she's an incredibly strong, incredibly flexible unit. A lot of people really sleeping on Elise as a backliner. She's a solid frontliner, right, with the kind of like Jarvan ult type thing where she jumps in and then stuns a bunch of units. But she's also a fantastic backliner where she throws out all these little spiders. And so basically everybody has been saying, if I can get my hands on Black Rose, I'm going to be playing it. So yeah, let's look at first augment though. Subscription service, birthday present, upward mobility. I'm actually surprised that Dishsoap takes what he takes here. I would think, especially in the line that I'm talking about a lot, you would think about something like a subscription service here. It may be that Dishsoap's not even thinking about playing around Black Rose in this spot, even though it's that strong. But, you know, you could go subscription service, guarantee an early Elise. Not guarantee, I guess. There's a chance that you hit absolute trash, which maybe that's what turns Dishsoap off from subscription services. Thought is, if I miss an Elise, I have to take, you know, maybe like a mediocre 4-cost carry. And if I'm playing subscription service Corki, you know, I'm not that happy. Upper mobility solid as well. But yeah, I'm surprised, honestly. He looks at Academy Crown here, checks out the Academy sponsored items, is not too happy with them. But yeah, I mean, the other thing is when you're in a portal like this, and maybe that's the main idea, you want, when you're in a portal like Scuttle Puddle, you want an augment that scales off of that Scuttle Puddle, thinking about the macro of the game. You know you're gonna have a lot of econ this game, so why not take an augment that benefits from a lot of econ, also known as Birthday Present, which is gonna give you all these units. It's kind of an econ augment as well, but you know you can level really aggressively with something like Birthday Present, and yeah, we level up here, we get the stuff in, but we still get to make 10 gold and even hold on to the powder on our bench. But to talk more a little bit around this this Black Rose setup, how strong it is, it's really just playing as many Black Rose units as you can and then kind of playing flex around that. You can fit Heimerdinger on the board relatively easily. You can fit like Sorks on the board. Obviously, once you get more into the realm of like LeBlanc, Sorks tend to fit really well into the board. But it's really just, yeah, playing as many Black Rose units as you can and then playing solid stuff around them has been what a lot of people have done well with. Oh, the other thing that I was going to mention is Disco TFT. Runs TFT clips, also a really strong player on the SG server. He did like a quick Twitter post and then deleted it. But I mean, I don't think he would be too upset if I said that he's playing a lot of Black Rose. If you go to like leaderboards, go to SG and you see Meta Disco, because he's sponsored by Meta TFT, Pog for him. Basically every single game he's playing around Black Rose. I would VOD review him, except I don't think he streamed. And you know, as I'm saying meta, I also just thought of something that I should definitely shout out. Speaking of meta, MetaFi is doing a 30% off Black Friday sale for the next 10 days, I think. I think it's until the 30th. You know what? I have my email in the other tab. Let me go grab it real quick just so I don't tell you fake news. Yeah, it's till the 30th. So you have 10 days, 30% off for literally anything on, whoops, sorry about that, on MetaFi is insane. They never do sales that good. First carousel, like kind of like big decision here. He's made the Sunfire, so the question is, do you want to lean more into something like AP? If so, you have to kind of take the Shojin. Obviously we have the IE components here, but I think Dishsoap, just from a default position like this, is not down to play AD. The AD comps that people are really looking at this patch are Corki with like vertical scrap. If you can get vertical scrap Corki, it's not bad. There's some reroll comps like Camille reroll that people are relatively high on and the stats are pretty high on. But you know, like a lot of like Twitch, barely anybody. I've not seen many people playing around like Twitch and have it do really well. And when I was perusing the statistics, it didn't look like, you know, Twitch comps were popping off. So if you're playing AD, you really want to be playing either like a vertical scrap line. It's very like niche lines, whereas AP, you can just play flexibly, play into this Black Rose setup that I'm talking about, and you can always do that. But to go back because I'm always jumping back and forth. Yeah, 30% off. It's insane. You can get 30% off anything. I set up some coaching plans on there that are literally just coaching for the entire set long. It's like 10 sessions bundled together. So if you want to get insane value, just grab one of those, grab your 30% off. I don't pay for the 30% off. It comes out of Metafy's pockets. So like I would love if you guys did that. And you can subscribe to my Metafy group where I post VODs of all my coaching sessions there. So if you guys want to get some like secret tech for my coaching sessions, you can check that out. Yeah, or anything really. There's a lot of good stuff there. So go check it out. 30% off is like I'm not, I mean, like, obviously I'm trying to sell because like it benefits me if you buy the stuff, but it's also like, if I were in your shoes, if you were at all considering getting coaching, this is a fantastic time to do it. You can grab a session and, play like you don't have to use the session tomorrow. You can bank sessions if you want. Like I said, get those big bundles. All right, let's look at items here. I mean, I'm seeing something just like a Spark, like there is an idea of just like Spark GS Gargoyle, and then like you're done with your items. You probably do want to make a Spark. We already have Heal Cut made. I like Gargoyle as well. And I mean, I don't know, Spark GS Gargoyle sounds fine to me. I'm curious to see if maybe Dishsoap has a different idea here. Picks up the Zeri too and immediately sells it because he's like, I don't want to play this. There's the GS. Oh, he also, wait, where did that glove come from? Did he always have that glove? Okay, I guess that's another consideration, but I imagine it's still everything I said, and then you can just go less glove on. Oh, JG, wow. JG, higher prio than the Spark here. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why. I mean, there's some units, it depends on what you play for, but JG can be solid on units that obviously are getting more AP. So yeah, kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised he decides to skip that. All right, second Augment here. Invested, roll the dice, 1 buff, 2 buff. Probably don't want to take this because you already have a red buff. Roll the dice is just a very solid generic Augment. Invested is kind of interesting. You could take this and just like commit to the fast 9, and Black Rose really does like fast 9 type playstyle. It's risky. You have to make the perfect pivot, because if you don't hit a strong board on Invested plus the other one, you are just going Giga Eighth. The downside to roll the dice is you don't really have anything great to hit to throw roll the dice onto here. I wonder if it is just Invested fast 9. This is something that a lot of people are interested in. That we'll see. And Lucky Gloves. I mean, we don't have a single glove. I don't love it here. Ooh, he was looking at it though. Sponging here. That's a new fun one where basically you give a bunch of your champions with one or few items from your other units. So you could basically just have like a bunch of Sunfires on this board, a bunch of like Chojins on this board. I don't know how good this Augment actually is, but it looks interesting. And yeah, well, he actually is going to go for the Invested. He gets to make 80 gold here, so getting those stacks ready, and he is going to make that Gargoyle like we were talking about. So yeah, the only thing of interest here is that he decided to make JG instead of Spark. I guess the idea being 3 item Lux, 3 item Singed. Like we already have this chain vest item, the bramble from the academy. So like, why do we really need to build Spark right now? And we can still hold the cloak and make Spark later, but this is strongest right now. But yeah, just banking up those rerolls, and it's just gonna be a fast 9 game. I'd love to see it. So this is gonna be true like Black Rose flex fast 9. If you were going fast 9, oh, he's checking out his own little tier list. He says apparently that it's C tier, but hey, maybe that just goes to show that Augment tiers is not everything. Sometimes you take some augments that are quote unquote C tier and you can do well with them. Maybe that's why augment stats should be removed from the game. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. In any case, we're finally going to lose a fight here. 4 streak for Dishsoap is fantastic with the double econ augment, essentially, especially in this portal where everybody else has a lot of econ already. So I think he can be very happy with the spot that he finds himself in. I imagine that the Spark, gonna go for the Spat here. I'm not actually sure what it's just for Black Rose Emblem, right? Yeah, that's just it. I mean, he just gets Spat for free, and he just gets to make Black Rose Emblem for free. All right. He just needs, the only downside to this is he needs to find some rods. Oh, that is a Cassiopeia too. That is a Black Rose unit if you were not aware. So that makes things a lot easier. Note that he's holding on to this Morgana as well. He's holding on to the Black Rose units because he wants to play for Black Rose. And yeah, the big difficulty for him now is just gonna be getting to the rods. But I mean, it looks like he would prefer to make, like if he gets a rod here, I think there's a 1,000,000% chance that he's making Black Rose Emblem, and he doesn't really care about making the Spark. The Spark's great. It would be awesome onto something late game, maybe like a Mordekaiser. That would fit pretty well as a Dominator on this board. Speaking of which, we can just potentially fit this ooh, it's a little rough, but yeah, he's just going to start pivoting the board now. I think this makes sense. We get Dominator in. He's still going to play around the Singed. You can move items, yeah, just off of this Lux onto the Cassiopeia too at this point, and it looks so nice. 78. HP in this spot with this insane amount of econ that he's racking up. He's already level 7, 80 gold. He's going to get more gold from Scuttle Puddle. And when he goes fast 9, he's also getting all of that value out of the birthday present. He might roll something really nice out of that. Or he might just roll a unit that he doesn't care about, and then he can sell that, make econ off of it. So this bot looks fantastic. He's holding onto the Nami right now because Nami fits pretty well onto this board, just as like a sorcerer +1, and emissary is a nice little bonus. So you'll see a lot of people just like getting Nami onto their board for fun. But yeah, he's gonna start looking at the team planner, figuring out these are the main units that he always wants to play because they just fit together really well. Ooh, a duplicate. The mini dupe is kind of fake, but the big dupe is not bad. I see Swain here. I imagine you want to hold on to Swain just because he's form swapper, he's sorcerer, he's conqueror, he fits beautifully onto this board. The Mundo 2 is fantastic though for us here. It's another Mundo, so now we already have that. We can move tank items over. Yeah, this looks amazing. He's going to go for the blue buff here and then guard breaker. So the double damage items built. I would have loved to get to, like, my intuition would be to go for a third item onto Mundo here. So I'm a bit surprised by these slams, but I guess he really wants to get these specific items down, and then he knows that he can use Cloak later. Dominator Crest, not today. Climb the ladder. I mean, climb the ladder looks fine. It's definitely not today. Dominator Crest. I mean, you're always going to play Mundo. Well, you're not always going to play Mundo, but this could be an excuse to play this Mundo too that we have. Like, it would make playing 4 Dominator pretty easily the second we find a Mordekaiser. I don't know, maybe it could be a Dominator Crest angle or climb the ladder. Pair of 4 is probably going to be too hard to play because we're probably going to have too many forecasts on here. We already have the Mundo. We're going to play Elise. I mean, I guess you could just play Mundo Elise, but I feel like we'll probably want to play some more. But maybe pair of 4s, attack speed and HP. I don't know. I'm curious to see his priority here because there are a lot of good options here. Like, this is a okay. So we're gonna roll that. He skips over the one that is that the one that allows you to kind of duplicate your anomaly effect. I feel like that one might be yeah. Duplicate anomaly effect. I guess it's just a little bit too hard because we're probably gonna be playing around like LeBlanc and Mordekaiser. And so it's going to be really, really difficult for us to find an anomaly that's really good on both of them. Obviously, something that gives like AP would be really nice, but yeah. Okay, so he's just going to go with the Dominator Crest. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a Mordekaiser on 8, by the way. I mean, he would have hit it on 9. It's not even high roll, but it's a little bit high roll. But yeah, he'll just play 4 Dominator here. I wonder, yeah, I mean, you can play Silco as well. I wonder if he just wants to go for the 5. Yeah, it really looks like he just wants to play the full-on 6 Dominator here. I mean, it makes sense. We could potentially like duo carry this Silco as a vertical Dominator carry. Yeah, I think it makes sense, and he's holding onto the Blitzcranks as well for potential more Dominators later. Just pre-leveling at this point up to level 9 because he can just go 9 potentially next round. He's got 20 free refreshes. I wonder if he's gonna sack rounds past next round because it's a little expensive to go 9 next round, and we do have a lot of 5 costs that we need to find. We do really just want to get more vertical in those Black Rose units though, and being able to find the Elise, being able to find the LeBlanc is more than anything what we want here. But we'll see. Another fight that is, if this is a win, man, it's so gross. Oh, this is so good. Like, being able to win this entire game, I mean, it's just the power of Dishsoap playing strongest board and playing really, really good TFT. Like, the fact that he gets to continue to win streak in spots like this is just, it's just illegal. It's between Spark and another thing here. Yeah, I think you have to just take Spark here. It's a solid item. Wait, actually, it's not even Spark yet, right? It's the rod for Black Rose. We still don't have the Black Rose emblem finished. So it's Black Rose emblem here, and then the next rod will go to Spark. We are going to level here. We picked up, wow, that's a lot of more. We got Mordekaiser 2 off of the thingy, and we have even more Mordekaisers on bench here. Gonna get out of some of these units. Gonna make the Black Rose +1 for 5. Gonna get 5 Dominator, and we don't actually have the 6th right now on the board just yet, but this still looks really, really good. The blue buff and the guard breaker. Surprised about blue buff LeBlanc because she's a pretty high mana unit. I'm surprised by him angling that, but I guess in Dishsoap's mind, a mana item's a mana item. It's solid enough here. I imagine we're gonna look for something for Mordekaiser. You wouldn't ever take that, right? I mean, like, theoretically, you could guarantee some items for, like, Mordekaiser. Wow, he's going to take this for LeBlanc items. Wow, this is one that, like, I honestly, like, really have slept on. I'm like, I am not at all interested in playing around this one just because, like, I feel like you get to this point, you really just want, like, real, like, Yeah, I'm shocked by this, but I mean, I think it makes sense. You get these AP items for Mordekaiser. We have a lot of units we can be happy to itemize here. And look, like we still could go for more at this spot here. We have the JGGS on a, oh my God, and look at the damage this Mordekaiser does. 6,000 damage already. And that was a pretty quick fight. That's a really, really cool pick of Anomaly. I think I've in the past been like, I've never taken that Anomaly, just because I'm like, 2 items, who cares when I could have something crazy? But like 2 items is 2 items, especially on this board where we're still looking for, final items on everybody. We have all of these units we're happy to itemize. I think it makes sense. And yeah, we got the 5 Black Rose in here. It makes even more sense when you think about the fact that we needed to use a rod to build that Black Rose emblem item. A lot of great stuff here, right? You have the Crown Guard you could make. You also could potentially look at making Spark here. You could even go Gargoyle if you really, really want to, but I think we're looking for item here, and for item here is the ideal. I imagine Dominator Crest actually is just going to get moved over to LeBlanc now that I think about it. So maybe it's Spark and then just Chain for Last Mundo item. That sounds really good. Yeah, so that's going to move there. And then we just finish something like Vow here, I guess. But we'll see. Unless he's going like Archangels. I mean, maybe. Maybe I'll learn today that Archangels is... Okay, so it's going to be, it's going to be Vow, Spark there and there. So yeah, Vow for the quicker Mordekaiser cast, and then just Spark because it's more of a support item onto Mundo. I like this a lot. I think this makes sense. I think I probably would have swapped them, like Spark onto Mordekaiser, but I mean, he's Dish Soap. Like, he's definitely right. It makes sense, like I'm talking about, right? Vow gives you more tankiness onto the Mordekaiser himself, and Spark is like the support item. So why do we care about sparking the Mordekaiser? It gives a little bit of AP, but really we just want to make sure Mord can live. So I like this. Yeah, we're finally going to swap some items around. I like this a lot better, like I was talking about. Blue buff feels so awkward onto the LeBlanc here, so I think this makes a lot more sense. Also note that we're still holding on to this duplicator. I think Dish Soap, I mean, he's looking to go level 10, and he's looking for a 3-star 5 cost angle. If we find another Mordekaiser, we have... If we level and Birthday Present gives us a Mord, we have Mord 3 immediately. If we level and it gives us a LeBlanc, then we're relatively close to LeBlanc 3. So he is going for the full greed mode. Pick up the Silco here, who can come in as another Dominator. Still have the items on Cassiopeia just because she's Cassiopeia too. And really just looking around the lobby, seeing how many... There's so many Elises out, actually. He'd love to get... I mean, he's not going to get to 7 Black Rose, so I guess at the end of the day, 5 versus... 6, doesn't really make a difference. It's kind of an interesting trade. 3, 4, 5, 7. You'd think it'd be like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but no, for whatever reason, it doesn't. But yeah, like at the end of the day, I don't think he really cares that much about it unless he gets another Black Rose one. That is a Mordekaiser if we could get it. I mean, that's number 6. That is number... Oh, okay, that's number 6. So if he hits Mord off the Birthday Present here, it's insta Mord 3. If he does not, he's still only 2 off, which is pretty good. Looks like we are going to level here. What do we got? We got a Jace 2. I mean, it's not bad. There's LeBlanc 2, which is really solid as well. Okay, and yeah, the question is, what is our last unit on this board? This is pretty cool. Ooh. Wait, this is a really nice little swap. So the QSS ends up going onto Mordekaiser, then you put the Vow onto the second Mordekaiser. Mal's fit pretty nicely. I mean, Automata is like really fake here, and Visionary is also like relatively fake here. So like, I don't think that the traits that Mal's gives are really that important. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, this spot for sure. And hey, we just picked up another... I mean, it seems pretty boring at this point to go for a Mundo 3, but Mundo 3 could also be obviously a very, very easy way to win the game. He's not actually even... Dishsoap is not actually rolling here because he knows my board's this strong, and I just want to guarantee I have the most gold that I can have access to find these 3 stars that are going to guarantee me the dub here. Because look, we're actually losing this fight to a pretty strong Heimerdinger plus Malzahar board, just like Visionaries being Visionaries. I mean, it makes sense. Those are very solid units. I'm surprised he's actually still holding on to the Jace. I guess his idea is that we might oh, really? We're gonna drop out of I'm actually surprised by this swap here. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what the idea is, but I guess we'll see. Because I mean, Conqueror, sure, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, there's a bunch more units that we care about. There's another LeBlanc if we want to go for a potential LeBlanc 3 ideas. There's Mbessa, interesting. All right, let's keep rolling here. Haven't really hit anything of value yet. Going to get more items for Mordekaiser, of course. Oh my god, this looks so gross. And then Hodge, so you have double healing. You have healing on one, healing on the other. The triple crit items onto this. This is such a cool board with the double Mordekaiser 2s and then looking for Mord 3. Or one Mundo off. He could just make Mundo 3 if he wanted to, but we don't care about that. We care about playing for the Giga content here. Finally picks up the Elise, which can come onto this board over the Morgana. You know, who cares about random Morgana on this board? I guess she gets rid of some shields. There's a Mordekaiser. At what point are we giving up on Jace? Unless he's not like, I mean, I guess we're 6 Jaces. So I guess he's like, we could also look for Jace 3 here. Obviously, we're 1 Mord off Mord 3. We're 2 Jaces off really. So I mean, I guess yeah, you keep your options open. Why not? Yeah, I mean, we're 1 Mord off, but we're only 2 Jaces off, so might as well. There's Mord 3. Oh my god. I mean, he can make it immediately if he wants to, but he's going to roll for everything. He's greeting the duplicator here. He puts this Mord onto board. Very, very smart to make sure that he gets the perfect items onto him. Gonna make the dupe here. That's Mord 3. Let's see what Mord 3 does, because I have not had this. This person looked like they were maybe selling their board. He ults instantly and just bonks everybody and then like quadra ults the entire board. My god, it's too gross here. He also had a bunch of LeBlanc. Another Black Rose emblem. We can play 7 Black Rose. He's gonna grab it, but he doesn't have he sold Morgana, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. Like we would have to refine Morgana. He's actually just gonna sell the entire board at this point to look for something else, to look for, I think he's looking for LeBlanc 3 as well. I think he's giga low rolling on these though. Yeah, barely any LeBlancs. That's so sad, but he'll just keep these guys on his board. Not bad at all. And just watch this Mordekaiser 3 go off. He should be completely fine here against this entire board. Yeah, not even close. Looks like we got 1 more combat left before this game's over, but yeah, he's just gonna sell everything, keep the Mord 3 and keep the Mundo 3 as his loyal subject who is he's there for the ride. You know, sometimes you're not necessarily the one carrying the team, and that's okay. You know, so every team has to have a support, and this Mundo is the support for this this Mordekaiser here. This Mord ult is, oh my god, what was that version of the ult where he just ulted everything? I guess he just ults everyone. That was so wild that he, like, I guess it's just every unit that's kind of like around him. I don't know, but okay. Someone in his Twitch chat was saying hold Mal's, but this guy has 3 Mal's. I don't think this guy's hitting Mal's 3. I think it's gonna be quite all right, but it looks like we're waiting for 1 more fight, stage 7. Is he even gonna pop these anvils? I mean, yeah, just scout this guy and just check. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be completely fine against this guy who put up a valiant effort. The 6 Sentinel with double Sentinel spats, not bad, but yeah, I don't think it's even close to enough versus this Mordekaiser. The Giga ult again pulls everybody in and then just smacks the rest. Really, really fun game, showing the power of, you know, vertical Black Rose in the mid game, and this pretty cool, like kind of flexible board that he played into hitting Mordekaiser. I mean, this is a crazy game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, 30% off Metafy if you're interested in coaching whatsoever. Link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.